Hi everyone, my name is Joram Muzira and Joram is the creative director for JMM. That's Joram Model Management. Also, I'm the MD and as well as the CEO. And I am also a pageant coach. I am a mentor. I am a model scout. I'm a show producer. And above all, I love, dream, eat, whatever that I do, because I love to just see young people thrive in whatever they want to achieve. So literally Joram is also like a cocktail of different personalities. I like to do so many things. That is why, half the time my team is telling me, John, calm down. But I love to do so many things. So I would say I am a bunch and a cocktail of so many different personalities all together. Yeah. I'm not going to say I chose fashion. I believe fashion chose me, because this is something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was a child. Because if I remember growing up in this different environment of so many different people with different creative minds all together, I loved fashion from the age of 6. So I believe the influence that I had as a child, the people around me, the different creatives that I just surrounded myself with, that is how I ended up in the fashion industry. So to be honest, I believe this is something that absolutely chose me, and I do it every single day with a lot of passion. I never feel like I'm even working every time I'm working. So that's how amazing I love my job. Yes. What makes something fashionable? Anything can be fashionable. It goes back to how do you feel, how do you translate whatever you are feeling into an emotion. I believe what makes anything fashion is you being confident, you believing in yourself, you knowing that you can be the best version of yourself, whether you're wearing rags, whether you're wearing Versace, Gucci, name it all, whatever that you decide to wear or whatever that you decide to do. I believe that's what makes fashion pop. Yes. Just like any other, industry, businesses altogether, there's the general rule of you must live, eat it, want it so bad, because success does not just, it doesn't just find you wherever you are. You have to work so hard for it. Yes, we've been hearing people telling us work hard, but this is a business whereby you must want it so bad. You have to be very passionate about everything that you want to do, and above all, you must have a vision. You must have different goals, objectives, of course have like a business plan, because at the end of the day, yes, you having the passion, you must learn how to translate your passion into a business. And that's how I ended up doing whatever that I'm doing, because I love fashion so much, I loved modeling so much, and I loved influencing and impacting on young people. So I decided to channel everything that I was doing into change and channel my passion into a business. So any successful person, all you need is go for whatever you believe in. Passion is rule number 1. And above all, be very confident and be the best version of who you are. And you have to literally be that one person that pushes yourself to the fullest, because so many people will tell you, no, you can't do this. But at the back of your mind, if you really want it, any dream is valid. Absolutely valid. You really must be focused at the end of the day, because now in the fashion world, what makes a person successful is, of course, knowing exactly what you want, because there's no one in this business that has time to just work with people that don't know what they want. So rule number 1, have a vision, have a purpose, have a plan, so that if you're walking into JMM and say you want to be a fashion model, you must know exactly what you're going for. You must know that this is a business, because one thing that a lot of young creatives, a lot of young people have failed to understand is that they walk into jobs thinking, what, it's my hobby, it's my, it's something that I want to do. You have to know that a hobby can be a business, and then in fashion, it's a business. So don't walk into anyone's place just thinking, let me just go and try out, I just want to walk, I just want to see how they pose. It is a business that changes lives. So it's very important for young people out there to know that hobbies can turn into business. And then the other thing is, be very professional. No one wants to work with anyone that is not professional at all, because don't just walk into someone's fashion house, agency, or whatever you're walking into and just take everything for granted. And then above all, it's also a business whereby you have to be very humble. People don't want to work with divas. The minute you walk in and you feel like you have arrived, no one has time for you, to be honest. The biggest advice that I can give to young people out there is, a dream literally starts with you. It starts with that idea. Like how you have a dream and you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a president, you want to be a doctor, you want to be whatever that you want to be. Trust me, one thing that I'm going to tell you is that whatever the mind conceives, it can actually turn into a reality. Because I remember when I was starting this agency, when I was starting this company, I wanted to be a model so bad, like really, really, really bad. It didn't happen for me, yes, but then at the end of the day, I found my way of how I can get into the fashion industry, and slowly by slowly, the dream started. So it doesn't start with money. Yes, that's the biggest perception that so many young people out there feel like, oh, for you to start something, you need chunks and chunks of dollars, chunks of shillings, a lot of money. That's a myth. That's a lie. Because whatever you want to do, start with conceptualizing. That is why, whether it just starts with you having that very little bundle on your on your phone, research, Google, use YouTube, and then learn, because that's how I learned. Every time I would be on YouTube, just making myself better, learning more about the industry, learning more about pageants, fashion, production, and then all that. So sometimes you really don't even have to go to a very expensive schools. You do have your phone, so use your phone, just load some internet there, and invest as much as you can in your vision, in your dream. So it's not about having so much money, and whether it means you just starting in that garage, just starting in that living room, just starting at home. It could even be in your bed, whereby you just have that simple laptop, but you're working so hard in your bed, you're working so hard in your living room. That's how I started, just working in my living room. That's where my office was, in my living room. And slowly by slowly, you get to understand your network. The other thing that young people out there should know is that make sure you do have an amazing network, because we achieve our dreams by having great networks. If your net worth is not that amazing, trust me, the dream sometimes doesn't work out. So start in your living room, start wherever you are. Stop saying, oh, government etuyambe, stop saying we don't have money. Start with the little that you have. Even that 500 shillings bundle can actually start a dream. So start with the little that you have. It all starts with the mind, and then draft it down, and every single day have patience. Because the problem with young people is that they feel like, I have to start now, and then tomorrow I must be in Paris, New York, London, Milan. It doesn't happen like that. It has taken me literally 8 years. So you have to be very patient, because people have different journeys altogether. And then to the young people out there, stop comparing yourselves to everyone that you see. Yes, we do have social media, we have a lot of influencers, we have celebrities, but all these celebrities all do have stories. So never forget that every single person out there has a story. They didn't start their dreams by just just flying in helicopters, just having the best life, and then all that. They all started from literally dust, and then they had to build whatever they believed in, and slowly by slowly they achieved their dreams. So start with whatever you believe in, and then be ready to go out there and conquer the universe. Okay, me as a talent scout, as a talent, you call them talent hunters, that's a new one, okay? Talent scout. So mainly what we look for is, sometimes we are just looking for that raw diamond. In most cases, we're looking for a raw diamond. We're not looking for a person that literally already has everything in line with, they can speak, they can talk, they're articulate, they know how to walk. No, we just look at certain features, because we manage models and we scout for different international agencies, since we are a scouting company as well. So literally what we look for is just features. When we feel like someone has the features, trust me, it could be that young girl, or it could be that boy out there in the parks just carrying baskets, just hawking fruits, just doing whatever they are doing, and we just run after them and tell them, you do have potential. So when we get them, we invest in them. So when I say we invest in them, our investment is in line with developing them, just making sure they learn how to speak, how to have an amazing personality, how to carry themselves, how to be confident, and be ready to face the world. Because so many people think modeling is just all about, let me take better pictures, let me walk. It's much more than that. It's all about personality development, confidence, you speaking your mind out, having a great attitude, being professional, and then all that. So we invest so much in making sure whatever talents that we get, they get a whole package, so that by the time we start packaging them and telling them, or we're pitching them to the international world, or we're just pitching them to our local clients here, we make sure they are fully developed. And during that development phase, we literally, not even literally, we don't charge any fees, because we have to invest in a dream. We do invest in dreams so that they can make money, and when they make money, we do make money as well. And it's very fulfilling just getting that raw diamond from the street, just getting that random person just walking on the street, and they, before you know it, in just 3-4 days or sometimes just a year, they're walking shores with Naomi Campbell, with all the biggest girls in this world. So it's very, very fulfilling. It's something that we do here at GMM with a lot of passion, and at the end of the day, it's very fulfilling. I'll say the word fulfilling so much. Yes. So to the youth out there that want to join the fashion or modeling world, the first thing that I'll say is that be very passionate, extremely passionate, because if you don't have passion in this business, it's going to like crack you down. It's going to frustrate you. This is a business that is extremely cutthroat, whereby there's so many people that are so good. So for you to compete internationally, for you to even compete locally, you must breathe, eat, love whatever you set your mind on. Okay, just like how we go to schools and say we want to be this, it's the same energy, it's the same passion, it's the same devotion and commitment that you need to put into this dream. And then the other thing is, to all the young people out there, please be patient. Don't just join the business and think, oh, I want to be a fashion designer, I dream of becoming Anita Beryl, and then the minute you enter the fashion industry, you're not going to become Anita Beryl in one day. It takes days, it takes time. It's the same thing as how you see young people just walking into JMM, and the first thing they tell you is, I want to be Aliette Sarah, I want to be a Yak, I want to be a Kate Veronica. It doesn't happen instantly. So young people out there, whenever you're chasing your dream, have it at the back of your mind that it takes time. All good things in this world do take time. So if you want it really, really, really fast, you're going to be frustrated. And then the other thing is that it's very, very important for you to have parental consent. Don't do anything if your parents are not supporting you. Yes, I know a lot of parents out there still have, the stereotype about modeling, a lot of misconceptions, but it's very important to listen to your kids, listen to their dreams, listen to their aspirations, and take the time off to also go to these different agencies, to these different fashion houses that, your kids aspire to work with, and understand their vision, understand more about what the industry does. And then the other advice that I would give is that take time off to invest in your dream. Investing in your dream doesn't mean that you pump a lot of money in it. Research, and then research. Don't just dream about, oh, I want to become, say, I want to be like, Amita Lagom. You have to invest. You have to know what the industry is all about, so that by the time you say you're signing up for something, you already know exactly what you're going for. And then the last one that I would, tell young people out there is, believe in yourself. It all starts with you. And this is a business full of rejection. You will walk into different places and they'll say no, no, no. But at the back of your mind, if you know that I want to do this, you will always find different ways in how you can do it. So every time they reject you, they are telling you to literally redirect your vision in a different angle and just make it work. So young people out there, believe in yourselves. Any dream is valid. Absolutely dream. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Yes. So a lot of people keep asking, what is JMM? JMM is Joram Model Management. Joram Model Management, so in brief, we call it JMM. It's an agency that was established 8 years ago in 2012, and we do show production, model management, scouting, discovering new faces, offering a lot of pageant classes, pageant coaches, and we are all round, so much into fashion, acting, film, and then everything to do with production. That's what we do. So anyone out there that aspires to be a fashion model, a pageant girl, or just wants to make their lives better, to learn more about how to be better people, in the reality of the world, you can find us at Tirupati Mall. Tirupati Mall is just on Zambia Garden Road, just almost next to the American Embassy. How cool is that? Tirupati Mall on the 3rd floor. Yes, 3rd floor, and our office is 253. We always have scouting, we call them open calls, whereby we're always looking for new faces the whole time. So every Friday we do have open calls. So to the young people out there that are asking, how do I join JMM? Where do I find them? Yes, I've given you the address. So every Friday starting from 2 p.m. we're always looking at young people that want to be models. So believe in yourself. Just take a leap of faith. Come and try. Yes, a lot of people have this misconception of like, oh, I'll go there and they'll say no. Go for it. Believe in your vision. And if you're not based in Uganda, or if you're not in Kampala, we also do have a website, which is www.jorammodelmanagement.com. So you can always go there and the scouting and then apply online. But you have to also be very, very careful of people out there that masquerade themselves as, scouts for JMM. We've had so many incidences whereby a lot of young people just fall prey of people that masquerade as scouts for JMM, telling them, oh, we look for models, oh, we work with JMM. Every scout of JMM has an official email that has the jorammodelmanagement.com literally domain angle to it. So if they're talking to you, ask them their email. Their emails must have blah 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 at jorammodelmanagement.com, and they should also have business cards issued by JMM. Yes, I know so many people could fake those, but they should have a domain email that has Joram Model Management to them. And in most cases, we also get to see our models, our talents in person. So if they don't bring you to the agency, be ambitious, but at the end of the day, have it at the back of your mind that there's so many people out there that are just about using people. So take your time off to, study the industry as well. So if it's not on the website, you can just come and see us in person. And we can't wait to see you guys.